What's up, Pokemon trainers? Welcome to episode 60 of Gotta Watch 'Em All, the podcast that brings together all types of Pokemon fandom before watching along with an episode of Pokemon the series, starting all the way back at episode 1. But today, we're going to be watching episode 60, The Battle of the Badge. Today, it's Friday, March 15th, 2019. I'm one of your hosts, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Adam, what's going on?
Not too much, just chilling out with my coffee in hand.
I got a coffee too. It's been a while, man. We apologize. This podcast is super late. Should have been out 2 weeks ago, and it just we had a technical glitch, and we just couldn't get back to the recording. So apologies for that, but we're back, and we're going to get caught up with everything that's gone on in the world of Pokemon, because there's been a lot since the Direct and all that, so we want to go over all of that good stuff. And little housekeeping really quick. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/gottawatchemall, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people.
You know it is.
I want to give a huge shout-out to our show-supporter patrons, Brittany, Jay, Jessica, Keith, Matt, M. Pitts, Terry, David, Chris, Sydney, Baconell, The Noise, Harry, PokeNavBot, and Purple Pancakes. Thank you guys
Listen,
so
we're
much.
Almost getting Ken out of breath. Come on, guys. Just a few
Dude,
more.
I know. It's like I'm like Eminem. Like it's getting awesome, and we need more video game and TCG people in the Discord. So shout out to Dave Keller, who's been doing an awesome job filling in the channels for the TCG over at the Discord. But we need more card talks. So we need some people to come on over from the Gotta Watch 'Em All side, so you can clash with all the Pogo people that are over there. Because
yeah, listen, I want to play some PTCGO games with you guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't really get any playtesting in. I just go to tournaments every once in a while.
Maybe even if we do a theme deck tournament or something like that, that's super accessible. So that way it's like a level playing field, and the cost to entry is exceptionally cheap. Because man, it's building some of these decks even in TCGO is
yeah, no, even the deck I want to play, I'm still missing cards. So I don't get it. And then you go into the trade section, and half the people are like, oh no, I want 60 packs for this one card. And you're like,
yeah, I was going to say, it's all packs now, man. It's all people want is just complete packs. And
well, they want that chance at that hyper rare.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Anyway, on today's show, we're going to get caught up with everything that's happened since the Direct a couple weeks ago. The Pokemon Sword and Shield announced, of course. We've got a bunch of new trailers. Detective Pikachu, man, it just keeps getting better and better. I want to review that last trailer that came out. We had our Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution trailer come from the Japan release, and I've got mixed feelings. Adam, I don't know where you're at on that, but we'll talk about that as it's happening. We'll do a little watch along there. Pokemon TV has been updated. It's a pretty significant thing that could have implications on other Pokemon properties with apps and stuff like that. So we'll get into that. Adam mentioned on the last episode something about the Metal GX box, but now we have an official release statement from Pokemon.com, so we'll talk about that box, and then we'll do our watch along with The Battle of the Badge, episode 60 of Pokemon the series. So Adam, Sword and Shield, man, this is a big deal. They kind of sprung the Direct on us. A couple days later, we had it, and the announcement came, and it was 6 or 7 minutes of just absolute amazement. And they announced the next main series game coming to the Switch this fall, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Now, this was leaked and rumored months ago on Reddit, and people were like, there's no way that could possibly be the name of the games. Yeah, this is fake, And here we are, and we do have Pokemon Sword and Shield. And there is a new trailer, and I want to get right into it and watch this trailer and give our thoughts as we see it. Adam, you ready?
The opening is it just shows you all these fields, overgrown leaves on houses, and your main character has a backpack, but is
it's like a chest.
Who has that? No one. It's all industrial. There's trains, brick buildings, mountains, lakes.
What I'm digging here right away is the draw distance. That's one of the main things. Oh, random encounters look like they're back. No Pokemon in the overworld. That's kind of something we'll talk about when this is over. Encounters, trainer encounters are still there. The battles look, very traditional.
There's an underground mine, and I hope to God they pull a Sableye or give Sableye an evolution or a baby form or something. That would be so cool. Sorry. tinfoil. Speculation.
All right, man. So the trailer shows a lot, but at the same time doesn't show any Pokemon really that are new. So we'll get into the starters in a minute because they released a separate trailer for that. But looking at the world, and they did release like an image of the world map and stuff, and it's clearly designed after Britain. There's like a Big Ben looking structure in the map, and it's just the whole geography looks like Britain turned upside down. It's pretty cool how they laid it all out.
And the memes are so funny.
There's a lot already. It's great.
They're like the gym battle. Really they're like, oh, I can't wait to get to Elite Four. It's like Gordon Ramsay,
the Queen. Yeah, but even like the female player character, they show her like a beret, like it's super European inspired, very cottage, style outside. But then the downtown in the city looked very industrial. So it looks like a nice blend. But what really took me back was the draw distance. Like you just see so much of the world. The camera has been pulled way down from what we're used to in the 3DS. In the 3DS, it was a really aerial view, kind of like this harder 3/4 view, but from this aerial perspective. And now with this game, it almost is drawn down similar to like a Breath of the Wild perspective, where it's a much closer third-person kind of perspective than kind of this aerial thing. What do you think of the look overall? Because it definitely looks like it would feel different running through the
it feels like a brand new game, and it's the view and the like aesthetics from everything. It's just you just see more of the world. So while you're battling, you feel like you're actually like witnessing an actual Pokemon battle.
That's a good point. Random encounters look like they're back. No more Pokemon in the overworld. So this is a departure from Let's Go.
I'm happy about that because still to this day, I caught like 30 Magikarps and still nothing. I was like trying to show Chanel what I had. I was like, look, watch, I'll try to get a shiny. Let me catch a bunch of Magikarps.
It's not that easy. You said you caught 30. You got to catch hundreds.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't have time for that. And the one shiny I did find was a Vulpix, and I lost it. So I'm bitter.
Look, a lot of people are saying that this is a step backwards, where they really enjoyed, not just for the shiny hunting perspective, but just the fact that the world felt so real. It felt so lived in. Like it was very immersive when you were walking around the world and all the Pokemon were just kind of like bouncing around and hopping, and everyone's animation was different. Like all that stuff felt so cool. It made Kanto feel so alive. And so when you're going back to just empty roads and empty paths and patches of tall grass with nothing, bustling about, aesthetically, I think it's a step backwards. Traditionally, I understand why they did it. They want to retain a certain amount of respect to the core, the core processes of these games. Yeah, but I don't know. A lot of people have mixed feelings on it. And again, we don't know for sure. They showed us a lot, but at the same time showed us a little. So we don't know for sure if that's the case, but it sure as heck looked like that. Walks through the tall grass, has a random encounter, Pikachu pops up, starts with a silhouette. So it really looks like that. But what do you think of the title? Is this kind of weird, or does it kind of fit? Because I was thinking, Diamond and Pearl, Ruby Sapphire, okay, but I
guess
like a little bit of a departure.
There's only so many jewels and gems and colors that they can do, so they've got to expand out. Obviously, there's got to be some sort of like wolf
combat mechanic.
Yeah.
Well, I think so too.
I was thinking about legendaries, but there's got to be some sort of wolf thing.
Well, did you hear the rumor? What the rumor mill is? This is of course not officially confirmed, but it's really, really leaning towards this, where armored Pokemon are going to be the kind of gimmick of this game, where I believe it's going to be just like Mega Evolution, where you're going to be able to have this is the Galar region, is the Galar region. So you'll have like a Galar form of Charizard, which is like this armored version of Charizard, or an armored Mewtwo. And I think that's where this is going to go. And there might be some kind of like arena-based combat mechanic. Does look like gyms are back, so they moved away from the trials. It looks like there's more traditional gyms, like brick and mortar buildings. Like when you look at the map, you're like, oh, that's the grass gym. Like it's pretty easy to see. But it's going to be interesting, man, because they introduced Pokemon to so many people with Pokemon Let's Go. a lot of those mechanics were very basic, but to a lot of people, that's all they knew. So my original thought was that they're going to show all these people how to play through Let's Go, and then they would carry those mechanics to the next game, even though the game was going to be a more traditional main series, core title, whatever prefix you want to put on it, like the official next generation game. But it seems like now all those new people that just learned how to play with Let's Go are going to have to learn again. So I don't know if that's a step backwards or not. It doesn't seem like they're learning more. It seems like they might be learning less a little bit. It's just very strange. Very strange.
I'm upset because, like, okay, you're trying to introduce armored Pokemon, but like you have Mega Pokemon, which was like a nod to Digimon in my opinion. So like, if they did something where like there were equiptables, like how you can customize, like,
so it's not like a form change.
Yeah, like you can add a helmet to your Pokemon. And they're like aesthetics, but they also increase the defense, or they increase the attack, or something along those lines. But they can only be put onto
like an item card in TCG.
Correct.
It's like adding the choice band to a Pokemon. You know what I mean? But
and it physically
I think it's going to be forms. I have a feeling that this is going to be something will either trigger it, like some kind of stone, or what's going to happen with Z crystals. Like I have no idea, but. It's going to be interesting to see how they do this, but there's definitely something going on, and I think it's going to be a battle mechanic. We saw like stadiums and going to the European and British influence of football, and giant stadiums and things like that. It kind of has that feel of Pokemon battles happening in these huge open air stadiums. So maybe there's some kind of real duelist or Roman warfare style like gladiator battles or something like that, but I don't know if you'll need an item to do this evolution style thing, or like a mega stone that would be required to mega evolve. Like I don't know, but I think it's going to be an exclusive form, and I think that's how like they'll handle it in terms of the decks and all that kind of stuff.
I don't like it.
But let's talk about these starters. It's always fun to hear and see everyone's reaction to picking a starter, just based on the initial look and the initial trailer or something like that, and not knowing what their final evolutions look like. The 3 starters are going to be Grookey, who's a mischievous chimp Pokemon that's full of boundless curiosity, Scorbunny, which is a rabbit Pokemon that is always running about, bursting with energy, that's the fire type, and Sobble, a somewhat timid water lizard Pokemon that shoots out attacks as it hides itself in the water. So there was a trailer for this, and I don't know, man. They're all really cool. This is like the first time in a while that I've looked at all 3 starters and been like, there's no clear loser. You know what I mean? Like they're all really cool. And I think that, I think the internet and are kind of torn between Sobble and Grookey, but I think based on just seeing their basic forms and not, their evolved forms, I think I'm team Grookey. I don't know, Adam. What do you think?
I'm team Sobble, but I'm liking Scorbunny a lot more. But everybody's talking about what typing they are. I don't know. I can see Scorbunny because it was the focus was all on its ears. So in my thoughts, I think that Scorbunny will be a flying fire type.
Really? With some kind of like propeller ears or something?
Well, not necessarily propellers, but like because there's like fur on its face. Like I can see that growing into some sort of flying mechanic.
I think people's concerns are they just don't want another firefighting.
Right, and you think of rabbits and like they can kick, right. And then you already have Diggersby.
But Sobble is awesome too, man. Like it's like they show it in a fountain and it turns completely transparent and kind of like camouflages itself. And with that kind of ability, there's a lot of places that the evolutions can go. So I'm very anxious to see what they look like, and if they tie the sword shield armor thing to the starters, I don't know. But I think they all have a ton of potential, and it's been cool to see everyone fighting over who's the best already. But I think Sobble is probably the overall favorite online.
Yeah, I like Sobble a lot. That was my original pick, so I think I'm going to stick with it. His little chameleon hands or gecko.
You got to go with the gut feeling, something like so the initial like impact, like 1, 2, 3. Look at him, boom. You could kind of pick right away. It's like that. That's usually the one that sticks. All right, let's jump over to another trailer that we can watch. This one for Detective Pikachu, and I am constantly impressed with how amazing these movies look, and not just from a Pokemon perspective, but talking about just like a fun summer movie. This trailer kind of blew me away, and
this one had me on the ground laughing.
Yeah, but no joke. So many people that are not Pokemon people talking about this, and I think that's a testament to the quality of the trailer, because it attracted so many people that are just into movies and going out and stuff like that. Like, I think this is going to be absolutely huge. So, Adam, why don't we watch this trailer and we'll talk about it as we go? You ready?
That sounds like a good idea. Let's do it.
So there I was.
He looks so sad.
With a heavy case of amnesia in the middle of nowhere, the only clue to my past is Harry's name and address.
Oh no, Harry's address in the hat.
So I made my way to the apartment.
Hearing Ryan Reynolds lay down the lines, right? You had concerns about Detective Pikachu being too Ryan Reynolds-y.
So you're fucking Pikachu with no memory.
Like these, I don't know. You still getting that vibe?
Yeah.
These are just choices.
I mean, it's still.
Look.
It's. I don't know.
Let it go. Maybe Harry got in too deep.
And Charizard mixed up with the wrong crowd. Come on.
So they did announce. So you see so many Pokemon in this trailer. Lickitung is terrifying, but you see like Golurks, you see Arcanine,
Snorlax. Yeah, that's. I mean, he's just sleeping. Machamp directing traffic. And they hit the nail on the head with this like soundtrack right here. They're just like,
oh yeah, this is awesome. That's what I mean, like summer movie. You know what I mean? Like it's just a fun summer movie, and they're really playing to that vibe, I think.
Especially and then aliens, like how they come out of their whatever, like the door or whatever, and they have their hand clawing. Like Greninja does that. It's like what? It's creepy.
They did announce this is going to carry a PG rating, so there's a lot of like action and violence in the trailer, but no PG-13. It's going to be straight PG. Oh my god, Apom is so crazy.
Now obviously, I've dealt with this putz before, so I'll just do it again.
Hey bud, what are you doing?
Sounds like me when I gotta go to the bathroom. I can't do it when people are watching.
Stage fright. And Pokemon Company's been doing a good job on social media promoting this too. And here's the big reveal. Mewtwo and all his weird skin flesh looking skin texture.
And then Pikachu, like,
He's barely moving.
my goodness.
Tell him that. Oh, he's on a bike. Quick.
Oh no, he's going down hard, Tim.
He should have worn a helmet. Oh, Mr. Mime.
I'm so incredibly in, man. I'm so incredibly in. It looks so good. Let's run through really quick all the different Pokemon that we saw in the trailer, because there's a lot. The fact that they kind of make Detective Pikachu addicted to coffee, and
that sounds like me.
Ludicolo is the barista. That's like the greatest thing ever. There's a police station scene. We see Growlithe. We see Golurk. We see Machamp directing traffic. There's a big Snorlax, kind of sleeping in the street. Lickitung's nightmare fuel. We do see like one of these giant kind of like cage arena battles between Gengar and Blastoise, and that looked insane. They're nailing the battles. Like for a PG movie, man, I'm surprised. It just seems like an aggressive fighting and aggressive battling for a PG movie, but it looks awesome.
I mean, Pokemon battles, so it's not something we haven't seen before in the main series.
It looks so good. It looks so good. Looks so good.
Somebody left Charmander, you know what I mean, in the rain, and it could die if its tail goes out. Like that's brutal.
That was
Charizard stomping out and shooting flames. It's
probably
that Charizard.
Over his tail.
That Charizard is in this movie is the one that got left. He's like, no, never again.
Now I'm really mad. No, they did the Charizard really awesome. They show like a bad guy trainer with the Charizard, and I'm definitely all in for those tropes of like the real, street urchin looking, black market style battler. Like it looked really neat, but I don't know. I think this movie has a ton of potential. May 10th it comes out, I believe. So, man, I'm all in. 110%.
Are you going day one?
Hell yeah, I'm going day one.
I'm going day one.
Yes, you gotta. Mewtwo, that's the big highlight of the trailer, and yeah, can't go wrong with Mewtwo. It looks awesome. He looks awesome in Detective Pikachu. I'm not so sure if he looks awesome in Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, which is the next trailer we're going to watch along with.
Oh my god, this one? Really? We have to actually watch it?
It's like a beat for beat remake of the original Mewtwo Strikes Back. Like, it's very well done in that regard. The big difference here, the animation style is full CG. However, it almost has like this weird plastic toy.
Yeah, but see Meowth
clay
in the trailer. You see Meowth and he's got like little fur. So it's like, how are they doing this?
Let's watch along with this trailer. It's in Japanese. It comes out in July in Japan. We don't know the release date for the U.S., but it'll probably be like a Fathom event thing in November or something like that. But
straight to DVD.
Along with this. No. No.
Do they even make those anymore?
They do. But lately they've all been coming through Fathom. But I don't remember the last one that we saw that didn't have a U.S. theatrical. I don't know. I know that the Power of Us and that stuff turned around fairly quick to be released digitally and stuff.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it. I know it's on Amazon, but I have to buy it or rent it. And I'm like, come on, I pay for Amazon Prime.
And the Pokemon channel.
And the Pokemon channel. Why can't I watch this? This is stupid.
Let's watch this Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution trailer, and we'll catch up in a minute because the ending of this trailer is very interesting.
Intense jungle drum beats.
Well, the tone, right away, compared to like the Sword and Shield trailer or the Detective Pikachu trailer, the tone of this one is way more aggressive, and it's reflected in the music. That didn't look bad.
Super
right?
pumped up.
Animation
see the Pokemon in their little bubble cell.
It's very cartoony.
And then
very
it gets
serious.
weird.
You get some Japanese text that we don't know what it says.
It says, "This is about to get weird."
Alright, amazing scored music. We're showing the lab. Alright, so everything looks familiar here. Like, you're not getting any like close-ups or good looks at anyone.
And the close-up of the crew.
Okay, alright. So the camera sweeps in. Oh, all right. I'll just ride this out. Okay. All right, Adam. I gotta catch my breath.
You're like, what?
All right,
they look plasticky.
Let's back up here. Let's back up for a second because clearly, it does not look like current animation standards. It just doesn't.
Yeah, it's like a
very
mix,
dated.
It looks like I put my toys in there and I have really good graphics.
I don't know, man. It looks like a dated animated film. So I don't know if that's what they were going for, but I have mixed feelings, especially when they show like Ash, Brock, and Misty. It looks not good. I don't know. I need to see more of it. But I'm not impressed, to be honest. I mean, the story, of course, we know is good. The music, sounds great, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get past the aesthetic on that one. I just don't know.
Yeah, will we be able to get past the aesthetic? Who knows?
I'm not sure, but I don't know how I feel about it. All right, Pokemon TV had a major update. Adam, I don't know if you... we don't really use Pokemon TV because we watch our shows and stuff through Amazon when we do our watch-alongs. Yeah. If you do use the Pokemon TV app, there's really good news if you have a Pokemon Trainer Club account. So one of the benefits of watching content through Amazon is it's cross-device. So if I'm logged in on my PC and then logged in on my tablet and logged in on my phone, I could start watching one thing on one device and pick it up on another device, and it's all synced. So with Pokemon TV, that was never the case. So now they just added Pokemon Trainer Club login support, which will allow for a consistent login and consistent viewing across devices. So if you use it to watch Pokemon content, you can log in on one device, stop watching, pick up your phone on later on in the day, and pick up right where you left off. So this is good news, and this is why I think it's good news. And I don't even use Pokemon TV.
Well, I mean, if they could do this with the trainer decks, that would be fantastic.
That's what I'm talking about. If that was my biggest complaint with the card decks, was there was no consistent login. And if they're able to, after the fact, add that integration to the Pokemon TV app, that's very promising for the card decks app. And I would absolutely use the card decks app if they added that login functionality that will save all of my card data to the cloud or to my account, because I just think that's the best way to go.
It's the only way to go.
All right, Adam, you mentioned it last episode. You want to talk about this Melmetal GX box, and this is the first time that Melmetal's actually in card form, right?
Yes. No, this is exciting. It's got multiply, so you go search your deck for another Meltan, and then Melmetal just reduces damage by 30. It's got that ability. I feel like they're really good cards, but I haven't seen anybody like play them. Because it's got the ability Hard Coat. It takes 30 less damage. You've got the Frying Pan or the Goggles from Team Up. And the Frying Pan reduces, as long as it's attached to a metal Pokemon, reduces an additional 30 damage. So you can basically have this thing have like 280 hit points. Like, come at me, bro.
And so there hasn't really been any decks built around it yet, or?
I mean, I'm sure there has, but I just haven't seen any like win any tournaments, if you will. And I'm like curious as to like why, because there is metal support.
I don't know. I've been actually watching a lot of TCG battles online. I've been learning a lot. And I'm kind of getting a little bit more familiar and caught up with the current cards in the format.
Well, I have cards on PTCGO, so if you need any, well, let's talk.
Yeah. Well, look, it took me like 3 years to build my Volcanion deck, and then I only had it active for about 6 months before they changed the format. So I got totally burned on that. So if there's any way I could put together some kind of current format deck, that would be fantastic. So maybe I'll pick your brain on that one for sure. But Adam, you've been really excited for the Team Up Tins. I know you've been waiting for them because that's going to be like an easy way to get relevant cards, right?
Yes, because you're going to get the Snorlax and the Eevee. You're going to get Celebi Venusaur and Pikachu Zekrom. So POKéMON is the deck that right now that's like really good because you can play it with the Thunder Prism Star Stadium, which makes your electric Pokemon attacks cost 1 lightning less. So 2 energies on this thing. You're powering up a second one already. Like, that's insane.
And aren't they alternate arts?
Yes. Yep. All of them are exclusive arts to the tins.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that they did that. I think it gives a little bit more merit to.
And I like the Snorlax Eevee card art like the
way
most.
Cooler.
This is that's the one that I was hoping for in the set, but we get it in a tin. So you got to tell Melissa about it.
Yeah, how are they numbered? Are they actual promo cards though?
Yes, they should be Sun and Moon like 188 or something like that. Well, I mean, I'm sure they're along those lines, but that's how the new promos have been coming out.
But yeah, I'm excited that they're making it a little bit easier where, look, if you want to buy some of these cards on their own, you might spend 10 or 15 bucks on the single card. And it's like now, with an alternate art, for what do the tins go for? $20?
They're normally $20. I think they've raised them to $25 recently.
No, really?
Yeah, I want to say, and because I was looking at the prices, and I know it can't be right, but it said it was like $30, and I'm like, just because it's a metal Team Up, marker, I was like, that doesn't make me want to spend an extra $5 on it.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're getting 4 boosters, so right away, even if you call them $3, which would be like the booster case rate per se, you're only paying a couple extra bucks for that guaranteed promo card that is a good card. So especially if you're trying to build out like the POKéMON deck, you're going to need 4 of those cards.
Well, listen, I mean, as long as they don't throw in one awful pack, it should be worth it. Like the Melmetal box,
like out of format. Like here, have a breakthrough pack,
and like not to because we normally talk about things that are to date, but on PokeBeach.com they just released like the box art for the new Alolan Marowak GX, and there's a breakpoint or a breakthrough pack, and I'm like, why? Nobody is going to use that.
I'm telling you, it's because in the warehouses they just have extra stuff that never shipped and never sold, and they just got to get rid of it, so they just launder it through current boxes and just tuck it in and make everyone angry. All right, but let's take a quick break, Adam. When we come back, we're going to watch our episode 60, The Battle of the Badge. So we'll be right back just after this. And we're back from our break. Thanks so much for that. We've got our Amazon Prime Video queued up to watch episode 60 of Pokemon the series, The Battle of the Badge. This original air date was September 17th, 1998 in Japan. as episode 63. In the US, it was released September 25th, 1999 as episode 60. This is episode 8 of the Adventures in the Orange Islands. So episode 60 overall, episode 8 in Orange Islands. So let's get into this, Adam. Let's start the sucker up in 3, 2, 1, go.
So let me get my drum roll.
Looking at the Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution trailer, like the texture they put on Mewtwo's flesh, it's so weird. It's so off-putting.
Listen, let's not even talk about Detective Pikachu's Mewtwo.
Oh, that's what I meant. Detective Pikachu.
Yeah,
that's what I meant. One of those trailers. Now, the Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution trailer, the Ash, Brock, and Misty, man, they just look like Gumby, like clay.
I mean, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm going to go out to the
I'm not
movie theaters
going to watch it, but it's just weird. I love that little part in the intro where Professor Oak and Nurse Joy, they're like, yes. POKéMON. All right, so we knew leaving the last episode that they were going to kind of be a little bit more focused on back to the back to the actual Pokemon League, and he was going to be working on getting the badge.
I can't believe it's not Butter.
I can't believe they haven't aged at all.
Yeah. Ash is still 10 years old, but it's been a whole year since Is this Ash's birthday?
You know, if he didn't say that it has been a year, I would have never thought that it's already been a year since, and it's not even a year since they started. It's a year since they were last at Viridian.
See, that's messed up. Ash has 7 badges. He needs 1 more.
Gary's got like 20 badges.
Well, see, that's what I don't understand. He rolls up here in this next part. I mean, obviously, we'll get there, but he has 10 badges. And, he has some that are...
Can we talk about this fire real quick? I wonder if that's like a Japanese trope. That's got to be a trope in Japan or something, because it made no sense.
That's okay, Pikachu. You were just trying to get me all
puns.
Oh.
I love that. I know, it's so great.
Romantic scene between Ash and Pikachu.
Kawaii!
Brock is crying.
Look at the derpy face on Ash. Alright, here's my man.
They see me rolling.
I've got 65 badges.
Trying to catch me getting more badges.
The best part is he has a chauffeur. He's 10 also, or 11 now. But has the chauffeur, has the cheerleaders.
Hey, you can't knock the hustle.
That's what I'm saying. He's the real deal.
Take it easy, Ash. I bet you don't even have enough badges to get into the
Here we go.
POKéMON League yet.
I only have to win 1 more to get in.
Huh. You have some catching up to do.
What are those? What are the extra badges?
I don't. Well, one of them he's got on his necklace. He's got that badge as his necklace.
I just stopped by on my way back to Pallet to see
So there's like a yin yang,
Yeah.
blue and green, or no, not blue. It's yellow and green. But he's got like an amulet almost on his neck, and that's one of the badges.
You know what I thought was interesting here too is he announces himself from Pallet and not Pallet Town. Usually you associate town with it.
Only 1 trainer allowed in the gym at a time, kid.
And these guards, they just stand there all day, like what?
If I don't do something fast, Gary's
He's already ahead of you.
A reality check.
Yeah, Misty, let him have it.
From the start.
He actually has had it pretty light from Misty because she used to be way more
aggressive,
yeah, busting his chops all the time.
Yeah, don't remind her of that bike.
She's bitter about that.
Right, here's Togepi poking Ash's ear. Oh, Ash thought it was Pikachu? And Ash just throws Togepi.
It's like, come on.
And gets stuck in Pharaoh's mouth. Like, what? That face you make When you realize your Pokemon just got swept away.
Just got almost eaten by Firo.
I love the animation where they just made Missy's head like 3 times larger. And Team Rocket just sitting on top of a building trying to find the twerps.
Was this the first appearance of Firo?
I want to say, yeah.
Ooh, what did you do that for, Meowth?
Huh? I don't know what
It's a Bulbapedia question.
Meowth, I demand to know why you just kicked me.
Don't flatter yourself. I wouldn't waste my time kicking you. Huh?
Togepi. What are you doing here?
Nice, Togepi. Our boss would just love to
So,
meet you.
the whole Gen 2 thing with Togepi, and they recognize Togepi like right out of the gate. Is that weird?
Yeah, like,
I guess they've seen it before.
It's a
with
rare
Misty.
Pokemon.
Here, Togepi, you little Oh, wait, Togepi, wait. No, stop.
Okay, now the plank that's bridging the gap between like 2 skyscrapers over a street is hilarious.
I can't let this one just walk away. We've got to have it.
Jesse, you can do
And Jesse goes on that plank.
Don't let it get away.
Will you be quiet? I'm going as fast as I can, so will you both just give me a
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
What was that sound?
Classic cartoon fall animation.
They run down the stairs to try to catch her, but she just falls into the ground.
And then, yeah,
So
then
did
the extra
Togepi
bonk
fall
on the
too?
head
Like-
to boot.
I am the Viridian gym leader.
His office just opens up. He's like, hey,
The curtain pulls
that was
back.
working.
Confident, aren't you? All right, I'll accept your challenge.
You gotta love the color of his suit, too.
Use 3 Pokemon. No time limit.
3 Pokemon.
Battle begin.
Alright, I just checked Bulbapedia. This was not the first appearance of Firo.
Golem, use the most basic attack.
Mirror match.
Listen, if you're a Pokemon and you know Tackle, that's one of your 4 moves. Oh my god!
But like one
And it's one
Yeah,
tackle.
look,
no.
it's either they're just
They're
for
like,
the sake
how
of
can we
brevity
save
they're
time?
making
Let's
it
just do
quick,
tackle.
or the the actual Nidoking is that good. I know, it's so gross. Let me just pause the battle here for a second to look at my Pokedex. Oh, it's such a weird noise.
That was a pretty intense crab claw or crab hammer.
Return! Looks like your Kingler will do in a pinch, but it's not strong enough to tackle my
So this is the first time
Kisses
we
the
do. I know,
Pokeball.
it's so weird, but this is the first time we're seeing Gary's Arcanine. It's like, yeah, use your fire attack on that water Pokemon. That's true.
Sometimes I wonder why I was cursed with this talent. Well, time to wrap this one up. Arcanine, Fire Blast attack.
I love that.
I love that.
Yeah, I
Fire
know.
Blast.
It's like so classic. It's cool. But he actually pulls it off.
Listen, had Giovanni just used Water Gun, he would have lost.
Yeah, I didn't.
At the rate that these battles are
Yeah.
going, if he had to use Bubble or Water Gun,
Check out his suit, man. He's so pimp.
Maybe I could have just one.
listen, I gotta get a red one. I actually just got the okay from work that I can wear Pokemon ties and bow ties.
Oh, you're the happiest person on earth.
I am over the moon right now. So now it's my goal to like find out like who
Well, there's
does
that line of shirts.
Like,
Do you think you can get away with the shirts in Japan?
Yes, 100%.
All right, so Armored Mewtwo shows up. It doesn't have a Dex reading, and
Well, it's just the helmet that's blocking it. That's why there's no data.
Do you think so? You're saying that if it didn't have armor on, you think it would get picked up by the Dex? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a one-off lab creation. It's not, in a database. I don't know. Yeah, Giovanni's scary looking. Yeah. It's not looking good for Gary.
Basically, Mewtwo is like crushing them with its psychic powers. He's like, my Pokemon, you're gonna break them in half.
It's Pikachu.
Oh, it's fitting.
It's Pikachu.
Oh no, he's on a motorcycle. It's Mr. Mime.
He should have wore a helmet.
Pantomime.
We finally captured a special Pokemon we think you're going to love.
It's even rarer than that Pikachu you want so much.
And it's a real cutie, too.
So,
What are you half-wits?
I like how his wedding ring is like a
Brought you a rare and valuable Pokemon.
sapphire or an emerald or something. He's married. Where's his wife?
What exactly?
look at his orange suit. Why is he wearing an orange suit?
What does this thing do?
What does this Pokemon exactly do? It goes bree, bree, dookie bree.
Well, it would certainly make a handsome paperweight.
You fools! You search for months
See,
to
now,
bring me this thing?
like, I understand he wants aggressive fighting Pokemon and stuff like that, but as a collector and as a...
That's a rare
like,
Gen
that's
2.
why I'm, like,
Nobody's seen it.
surprised.
What?
He kind of looks like Voldemort.
There's been an accident. I have to go. I'm leaving
Yeah?
the 3 of you in charge of the gym.
Huh? The three of us?
Alright, so this is pretty funny.
Jim?
Use these to protect the gym if necessary.
If necessary, like. Oh, another secret door.
If I had Giovanni power and money, I would have secret doors as well.
We just became
Gym leaders.
I just swirled.
All right, so
look,
now
all
look.
Pokemon cards ever.
Does this make it actual canon now that Jesse and James have been our gym leaders? Like in the canon of
I
the
think
anime?
so. They technically are the gym leaders that Ash defeats, so technically.
Togepi! Togepi! Where are you, Togepi? Come out, Togepi!
Togepi. It's like, why not split up? You're all looking in the same spot.
Well, technically, then they all like regroup in the center, so I think they were.
Well, Ash and Brock were together.
They just made it look like they weren't.
What if Togepi's scared and crying right now? Listen, you. If anything happens to Togepi, I'll never forgive you.
Misty, your bike, alright? You're
Stay
already
focused.
not
Stay
forgiving
focused,
him for-
Misty.
That voice.
That voice.
I like how they call it voice too, and not like some kind of Pokemon term.
that Pokemon cry.
Right. Yay!
Oh, I was so worried about you. Thank goodness you're safe.
I wonder how it got inside.
Well, it did go straight up onto the roof.
There's a bunch of dead bodies.
And why is everybody passed out?
It's Gary.
And the girls! Alright, Brock.
Hey, Gary.
Brock, come on.
I think they need mouth to mouth.
What's here?
A Pokemon that we've never seen did this. There's something different about this one. This Pokemon's not just powerful, it's
Dun dun
evil.
dun.
Evil. There can't be an
Evil Pokemon.
I can't believe
Go, Brock.
Why are you making such a big deal about one lost battle?
Because
If I cried like that every time Ash lost a battle, I'd
that's great.
Good
I
one,
know,
Misty.
that's actually really good.
She's only kidding.
One thing's for sure. No one will ever beat that Pokemon.
Can you imagine, like, seeing, Team Rocket always pops up in, like, ridiculous scenarios, but if I was Ash in this scene and, like, saw them as the gym leaders, I don't even know what I'd think.
I'd just be like, this isn't... No, guys.
Why do Milkworks always interrupt us before we get to finish? We know what you're gonna say.
It's never any different.
Today is very different.
something's happened that's going to make you very jealous.
Yay.
We just got a big promotion. Now we're gonna get the respect we deserve.
That's right, Meow.
It's so good.
The new leaders of this gym are...
The three of us.
They all look like emojis. Surprise Pikachu.
That's right.
Shocked Pikachu.
Just moments ago, we were put in charge of this gym.
Oh, it's so
Ooh,
cool.
that's a shiny new badge.
So do you think like Giovanni, when he gave, I guess like he just had it in his desk?
Oh, you little dweebs couldn't understand the complex plans of an organization like
I don't
Team
know.
Rocket.
Yeah, try us.
They're for us to know and for you to find out. What are they?
Huh? Those plans are classified
Top secret.
She don't know him either.
But if you want that Earth badge, you'll have to defeat us.
That's
You'll
just
have
what
to
I'm gonna
defeat
do.
us.
Step right into the ring we prepared just for you.
So this kind of goes along with the weird like technology thing that you always have to look past when it comes to Team Rocket, like having weird bizarre gadgets that just work.
They must have booby-trapped it
It's like, yeah, this gym has transformative properties. It can just build platforms out of the ground.
Running anywhere.
The stare down. It's so intense.
We'll begin with 3 Pokemon each, no time limit.
Fine.
She's like, I don't have Arbok or Ekans to attack you with, so... Or Ekans or Coughing, or Wheezing, or... And I like how they send out 2, not 3. Come
Oh,
on.
they sent out all 3. Yeah.
Oh, they did? What?
Careful, Ash. They're up to something.
Right. Squirtle, I choose you.
Oh, okay. Alright. I missed the champ in the middle.
Original
That's
animation
really
like
large.
style of the champ is so weird. He looks so skinny and like lanky. This is funny. Sorry, Ash.
Yeah, and the stage that he's on, they rigged it so anytime the Pokemon hurt their Pokemon, which I don't understand how, like, are they telepathically linked? Like,
Not so eager to back
how does
Cartoon
the
man.
stage work?
Cartoon.
Can't win. My champ's too powerful.
Bulbasaur, go.
It's like, why wouldn't Ash throw all his Pokemon at the same time anyway?
choose King
They did.
Bulbasaur,
Should they have been disqualified?
whip.
Because this is an official Pokemon gym battle for the badge. You know what I mean? They brought out all 3 Pokemon.
Well, this is their gym, their rules, so
Is that how it
they
works?
do what they want.
I guess
I think
so.
so.
Because you could be a one-on-one.
Because that's what Giovanni did.
Yeah.
He goes, we'll use 3 Pokemon. And then he goes, you can use all your Pokemon against this one.
I won't give up. I've come too
Tell him,
far.
Ash.
Quit now. I trust my Pokemon.
You can do it.
Maybe he can.
Go, Pidgeotto.
Quick attack, Pidgeotto.
Oh.
Come on, Ash. You can do it.
Pidgeotto, double edge attack.
The
Yeah,
intense music,
honestly,
like
though,
you know he's gonna win.
over the last bunch of episodes, like Pidgeotto is no joke. Like it always comes through.
It whirlwinds, it flies through Team Rocket's air balloons.
Yeah, right?
Like, it's always saving the day.
Luckily, I made this little gadget in case we did lose. All I do is hit the button and goodbye, competition. Oh, no, you don't.
Oh,
Go, Gary.
coming in clutch. Do you think Meowth like scratched his face or something?
I hate when they show the scratch animation on a human and it has like the red lines. Oh, I'm thinking about it right now. Hurts.
Yes.
Well, if those are the rules,
Do it, Pikachu.
go, Pikachu.
See, let's go Pikachu. That's what version Ash chose.
He definitely did. Of course he did. They're like, we're out.
As they run away. Didn't we find out in the earlier episode that like Pikachu couldn't use Thunder Shock on Rhydon
Oh, I don't know.
in Blaine's gym?
No, doesn't he use it on the horn?
Oh yeah, but that was like an overall everybody gets electrocuted
I don't
type
know.
thing.
Let's all have a victory bash. He's the victor.
See, I think all these cheerleader girls should leave Gary and start following Ash now.
I hate to admit it, but that kid's a...
Misty might get jealous though.
But still, nobody's ever gonna be able to beat the Pokemon
Nobody's ever gonna beat the Pokemon.
Well, he's not
that I
kidding.
saw.
He's not wrong.
Can you move?
I'm lucky I can breathe after what you did to me. Why did I get the shot?
I won the match fair and square.
Give me my badge.
Yeah, for real.
want the Earth badge I earned.
Well, you're not getting it.
Hey, that's cheating.
Well, I'm a cheater.
Of course, the mischievous Togepi,
Yeah.
right? Yep.
Stop! Get away from
Hey, what's this?
Oh, what's this? Let me push the red button.
I think I might have wired this side too.
Yeah,
I know,
how would you
it's
do
like-
that? So they blow up the gym. The badge falls out of their hands, and magically lands in Ash's hands. Oh, he got his Earth badge.
So if Gary had
Oh.
10 badges and didn't have the Earth badge, I'm not going back.
The
I'm not going back to
building
that
is
argument.
collapsing. But Gary has, he has 10 badges, and he left with the destroyed building, and the whole
I
building
know,
is
it's
crumbling.
like totally demolished. And wasn't that just rebuilt from the?
Yeah. Oh no, that was the Pokemon Center.
Oh, yeah.
But Giovanni is gonna be really angry when he gets home.
See the Pokemon Gary was talking about. I'd like to get a good look at that.
Ooh, that's the sexiest picture
I know, it's so
alive.
cool.
Badges. 'Cause now I can finally get
It's like that really nice shadow box set of badges that Pokemon Center sells every so often.
All right, let's go.
Yeah,
So- they're
I
so
have
awesome.
one that I got. It's that little like fold-out box.
Melissa still has her Cascade badge from the TCG event, like back in the day in '98.
Yeah, I have. I think I have like I want to say like 4 or 5.
We had them all.
from the
And
original.
I remember we had them on a
Pokemon
board
League.
in our apartment. You know.
You'll see.
All right, so I am very excited that they finally got back to
Getting badges.
Yeah, I've always been, a proponent to that. Like, I want to see battles, but not just battles. I just don't want to see. Well, you know what? This is an interesting statement because I was about to say I don't want to just see Team Rocket battles over and over and over. I want to see gym leader battles, but there's a weird juxtaposition here because this time the Team Rocket battle was the gym leader battle. But I'm glad that he's got what he needs.
So it's
now.
taking something you see so often and turning it into something different.
Yeah, and it's exciting now that he's got what it takes to be part of the Pokemon League, and the irony being he doesn't even know where to go, like Misty was saying at the end of the episode. But what did you think overall, man? It was great. I thought this was a great episode.
I liked it. We saw Mewtwo. We got to see tons of Pokemon. They used awful attacks.
But where's Mewtwo? What happened to Mewtwo?
I don't know.
Where did he go? Where did the rest of Giovanni's Pokemon go? Like the whole building's gone. But a lot of unanswered questions, and I hope that eventually that in this string of series in the Orange Islands we'll figure it out. But I was very happy with this episode. I really didn't like Clefairy Tales. I didn't enjoy that episode nearly as much as this one. So I'm glad that they kind of rebounded.
See, I enjoyed it. I just wish when they did the flower event in Pokemon Go that they put a flower on Clefairy.
Clefairy, yeah,
because that was a missed opportunity.
Last part of the show, boosters. We're due, man. We are so incredibly due.
We'll see. I have a Dragon's Majesty because I want to be guaranteed a holo, regardless if I pull something.
That's
good.
cheating. I have a team up. Let me go first then, because since we know you're at least getting a holo, I have a team up booster, and I'm so incredibly due. So hopefully something will happen here. Here we go. Fairy Charm, Ultra Beast, Charmeleon, Unidentified Fossil, Joltik, Paris, Alolan Geodude, Poochyena with fantastic card art, Staryu, my reverse is a Muck, and my rare is a non-holo Mandibuzz. Are you kidding me?
And that's like not even good too.
You need to pull something here because this is just getting ridiculous. I give up.
All right, I've got a Wishy-Washy, a Charmander, Bagon, Swablu, Torchic, Salazzle, Quagsire, Heatmore. My reverse holo is a Duramuka, and my holo is a Feraligatr. Oh my god, still nothing. Do I open another pack?
No,
or do
no,
I just...
man, no.
Okay.
Don't do it.
I'll save it for Insta Booster.
No, for real. Like it just means that we're due. And I know it's funny because in the Discord they're they're always poking jokes that in our disappointment at the end of every single episode because we never pull anything good anymore. It's like, man, I remember pulling a secret rare like 6 or 7 episodes ago.
Yeah, but it's like if I pulled a secret rare every single time, you guys would be like, "Whoa, that's fishy.
Yeah,
that's not rigged." You know what I mean? So we're opening legit packs.
We haven't pulled anything though.
I can't make that up.
It's bad. It's bad. All right, everyone. But that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much for checking us out. Please check out GottaWatchTheMall.com for everything that we're doing. Please leave us a review on iTunes, Stitcher. That would be fantastic. We would greatly appreciate it. You can email us, info@GottaWatchTheMall.com. And like I said, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/GottaWatchTheMall. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Adam, you got anything else?
No, just open packs and pull greatness.
Yes, get them pulls. Thanks,
certainly
everybody.
Can't do it. Yeah, buy the packs we didn't, because there's something good in those packs.
Yeah, the next pack you get will be better than ours, I guarantee. But thanks again, and we'll see everybody next week.